Yeah, I mean, I got into the Queen Sugar Writers Room. I turned 39 in that room, and it was under the tutelage of my mentor and friend, Dr. Anthony Sparks, was the showrunner at the time. Ava DuVernay was the creator of that show. And Anthony really created a space where I could bring my full self into the room. I had never had a professional experience like that in my life, where usually you have to hide parts of yourself, but I was able to bring in Baltimore, Jersey, 39, hip hop, all the things into the room. And also because our leads were around my age, I had a lot of value to bring to the table in that way as well. So it was a beautiful, amazing experience, and the writers' room remains one of my favorite places ever. Like the writers, I love the writers room because it is when it's healthy, a bunch of smart people coming together talking about story all day. It is a dream. It is a dream. I love it.
Yeah, and speaking of that, do you have to cast your ego to the side, or how do you kind of think about that? Because is that at one moment someone writes something like, hey, we need to change that, and I guess how do you balance ego in a room where it's like a lot of collaboration, or do you, because you kind of said healthy writers room, so I'm curious, and when it feels like it's not a healthy environment, how does that feel?
Well, not a healthy is more on the toxic level. As a writer in Hollywood, you get rejected every day. Like I was just on a call where some producers were like a document that I put together. Some parts of it great and some parts are not so great. Like literally they just said that and it just went over me like I'm like, "Okay, what parts aren't great so we can make them better." Like
Yeah.
that is the nature of your job. So that part is, but I mean, part of it does get some can get a little um hurtful and painful. But it is kind of you develop a tough skin. But also, when I went into my first writer's room, I set the intention to be in service, to put my ego aside because I was so old as a staff writer, to put my ego aside and be in service of my showrunner and the show. And that changed my perspective because anytime I felt a little bit like my ego was uh sneaking up, go back to the showrunner and the show. Like that is what you are in service of. And I keep that intention to this day.
If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you head over to www.bookumapp.com to download our app so you can connect with your favorite bookish content creators, start conversations, and start your own book club.